For something light and delicious, let me show you how to make this beautiful puff pastry tart with roasted vegetables and sun-dried tomato pesto. I'm going to start off by preparing my vegetables. I've got zucchini and eggplants. Now typically I would bake these in the oven, but I've started using the air fryer and I just love the consistency of the vegetables when you air fry it. So all I'm going to do is slice them, and you don't want them too thick or thin. This is about 1/4 of an inch thickness. And I'm just going to place it onto a tray, and I'll lightly drizzle the zucchini with some olive oil. I'll season with salt and black pepper. And just give it a gentle toss. Air fry in the air fryer preheated at 200 degrees Celsius for about 7 to 10 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to prepare my eggplants. I'll slice them 1/4 of an inch thickness, the same as the zucchini, and I'll also fry them in the air fryer. Don't forget, add some olive oil and season with some salt and pepper. Give everything a nice toss. Air fry in the air fryer preheated at 200 degrees Celsius for about 7 to 10 minutes, or until it has that beautiful golden brown color. Now that I've got my vegetables roasted, I'm just going to roll out my puff pastry onto my baking sheet. And then I'm just going to fold the edges to create a little border around my tart shell. Next, I will add a generous layer of my sun-dried tomato pesto on the base of the tart, evenly spread out. This is gonna add so much beautiful flavor to your tart. Make sure to check my video on how to make this delicious pesto. Next, start to layer the air-fried eggplants and zucchini over the tart, followed by the courgettes. And for a pop of color and flavor, I'll add some cherry tomatoes, which I'll cut in half and just randomly distribute over my tart. I've got some gorgeous Greek feta cheese, which I love adding to my recipes, and I'll just gently crumble it over everything. And finally, I'm going to prepare a simple egg wash. Just beat an egg. You can choose to dilute it with a bit of water or milk, and then just coat the edges of your tart with the egg wash. Now I want to add extra flavor, so I'm going to coat the edges of my tart with some nigella seeds, and they should just stick onto the egg wash. And for extra heat, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of chili flakes on top of everything. And this is ready to go into the oven. I preheated it at 220 degrees Celsius if you're using a convection oven, 200 degrees Celsius if you're using a fan convection function, and I'll bake this for about 18 to 20 minutes. My puff tart is ready. I'm gonna show you how I like to serve it. I'm gonna transfer the tart to this beautiful wooden board. And for extra color, just add some rocket leaves. And finally, drizzle some olive oil on top. My tart is ready and it smells spectacular. This simple and delicious recipe is perfect for your iftar table, wonderful as a light meal with a hearty salad on the side, cool it down and put it in your kids' school lunches and simply enjoy. And I always like to serve it with some extra sun-dried tomato pesto on the side, just so that you can have that extra dip if you need it. I like to cut these into little squares so that they're easy to be eaten. It's really good. So much amazing flavor.